Good evening, everyone. Today we are continuing a game we haven't played for in a while. This is a special occasion. Normally we would run masks in this time slot where we record, but with it being Easter weekend, one of our players is unavailable. So we're going to jump to a game, like I said, we haven't played for a while, and that's going to be Tales of the Broken Anvil, which is a D&D game, 5th edition, using the Eberron setting. And I will introduce, so here's the Eberron setting. Eberron rising from the last war, and I'll introduce the players and tell you what we're going to do. So first we have Amy.
Hello. I play Arween, and she is a charlatan warlock changeling, and she is neutral good.
All right. And then we have BJ.
Hello, I'm playing Knuckles. He is a warforged monk. The Way of the Living Weapon, which is a Eberron specific tradition for monks, and he is neutral good. He has technically has a criminal background, but he was kind of manipulated and naive when he was sort of brought into the criminal underworld. So he's not really criminal by nature.
Right. So yeah, we were had other players in this game, but scheduling things change. But they were when we left the characters, as this map loads up because it's got a lot of stuff on it. The characters were up wherever this is.
Lake Free?
No, I don't think they were there. They weren't in Thrain or in the Mornland. Oh, this map is all screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, yeah, that's annoying. One of these layers is all messed up. That's funny. Right, so the players had found themselves not in or outside of Sharn, and I think that's right. They're in this town at the edge of Thrain, or the edge of Breland, called Staralisker. They had gotten there by train, sorta, or by sky coach, because they have a sky coach driven by their trusty, I'm going to call him chauffeur because the player's not here, Onyx, who is a warforged artificer. And the other players took the next train, this is this yellow line, back to Sharn, and you guys hung out. I'm going to say you guys hung out for a bit, and there was no reason to stay, and then kind of went back to Sharn, because that's where we're going to pick up.
Okay.
So here we go back in Sharn. I'm going to say Onyx flew you there. It was uneventful. He takes off to do other things.
Well,
Bye.
he's always a call away.
But maybe he's always a call away. All you got to do is call the taxi, right?
With my shoe phone. Actually, I don't think that's a thing.
How is that? That's so weird. For some reason, the Sky Coach wants to stay on the token layer, which is kind of funny.
You know, it's waiting for Onyx, but we
It's
can
waiting
keep going.
Okay. So, yes, I'm going to start the adventure that I was going to run here. And here we go. So it's another thunder rumbles in the distance as you cross the rain-slick sky bridge that leads to Barman Tower. The rain falls at a steady pace, causing waterfalls to spill over the sides of the slanted rooftops and balcony railings. Ahead, the door to the House Civis message station hangs open at a strange angle. One of its hinges has been separated from the door frame. Lightning flashes, and you think you hear a groan from somewhere inside the otherwise quiet shop. So House Civis runs a lot of messaging services, so people go there periodically to check in with House Civis to see if there's any jobs. It's been some time since you've done the last job. Maybe you're waiting for a job from House Orion, who you helped in that kind of train heist. Or maybe you're looking for return messages on some of the schema that you guys recovered from that particular adventure, which was a long time ago. Um, those schema that you guys found were apparently from this continent called Zendric, and related to giants and giant craft, and many different houses are after those types of things. It's kind of like knowledge from a time before. So House Orion works with other houses, so they passed on your information to these other houses to kind of um, help understand what these schema are about, or maybe even you put it out there that you're trying to fund this expedition eventually to Zendric, which would be kind of cool. And perhaps that's what Onyx is doing away from here, trying to secure funding through various means, either through the university or from one of the houses. Anyway, the door stands ajar here.
All right. Onyx might be off selling the exciting little.
Oh, right.
For lack of a better term, little drugs that we found. Not all of them. We
Yeah.
were keeping some, and we had some vials, several vials. So I know we kept some of them on the Sky Coach, but that's what he could be doing.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. You probably split it in half with the other 3 party members. So we'll have to figure that out. And that's probably what Onyx is trying to do or secure.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what do you want to do now?
I mean, I've been interested in checking on the giants. How about you over there, Knuckles?
Oh, I thought about what's going on now with this shop, this message shop.
Well, are we even out of the Sky Coach?
Well, we'll go
Yeah,
investigate.
The Sky Coach is gone. I mean, I'll just delete it because it's confusing. Onyx is
Go in to
gone.
investigate.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so the tables and stools within the message station are in disarray, some overturned, smashed, others forcibly scattered from their usual places. Behind the counter, lying atop a spilled shelf of scrolls and parchment sheets, is a gnome clerk, probably from House Civis, who runs the station. She moans, unconscious, but apparently still alive. So if anyone wants to go up and do a heal check on her, or if it has, I don't know if you have any curative magic.
I don't believe I do, but I mean, I definitely will talk to her and.
Well, she's unconscious.
We make a medicine check to try to help her.
Oh yeah, is it medicine? Is that the skill in this?
I have a 2 in medicine, so it's not so great. Is yours better?
I have a
Okay, we'll let you try. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's much better now.
Oh yeah, she sits up. the smelling salts, or the that oil, that the incense that the Knuckles exudes, right? All right. The messages, she cries, I have to check on the messages.
It's all right. It's all right.
So you guys can
what messages?
The messages for posting jobs, I think, is what she's talking about.
Yeah. She takes a moment, but she kind of looks. Oh, you're regulars here. Yes. Broken Anvil types. Oh, ironic, I think. She goes, a band of kobolds come in here and attacked me. There are at least 4 of them. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me, or that you came in on time.
Well, we came to look at the message.
I saw also.
Yeah. What did they want?
I don't know. She's like looking around, searching for stuff.
Maybe you should sit
There
down.
was also she kind of is trying to recall things. She kind of gets one of those stools, or one of you guys gets one of those stools, and she sits down. She goes, after I was subdued and semi-conscious, this human-sized individual wrapped in a dark cloak entered the shop. He had a deep rumbling voice that was strong and threatening, and the kobolds followed his direction without question. He asked if there are any messages for those who had defeated Gara. I guess that's you?
Maybe. Did you give him any?
Um, but I guess it's an amazing coincidence because I had just transcribed a message for you from the speaking stone. I must have glanced at the scroll I was holding, and the next instant, the man in the cloak had snatched the scroll with one hand and hit me with the other. That's the last thing I remember.
Did you see if the message went on the scroll?
What did the message say?
She says, "I do not." I well, I trained to transcribe and forget, and that blow to the head. Well, I guess it's for our own safety, so we cannot be interrogated. Someone can make a. Is it diplomacy in this game?
For what? What are you trying to get us
Persuasion.
to do?
Persuasion. There you go.
I have a 7.
That's pretty good. Oh yeah. All right.
22.
No problem. No problem. She says. Just it was from a Eladrin Decaneth.
Eladrin Decaneth.
Eladrin Decaneth. It isn't really any of my business. The message. And she kind of goes back to looking at the speaking stone and check that out. If you guys want to do like a perception check, you can maybe get more information or investigation from the scene if you would like.
I have a 0 in investigation and a 2 in perception, so this is on Knuckles.
Yep. So the you notice like there's sling stones scattered across the room, and you see a series of small clawed footprints in the spilled ink. There's definitely two different individuals of the same humanoid species, so it kind of confirms for you that they're kobolds, right? So
I'm trying to remember. Do we have a history with Decaneth?
no, you were mainly working with House Deorian, but all these nobles talk at their highfalutin parties, and you guys are known to be treasure hunters. Decaneth is another like house that has those dragon marks. Oh, you work with the house, Amy. Your house.
Yeah, my house is dragon.
Tharsk. Yeah, Tharsk. I think Thrask or Tharsk.
Is that where they are from? Because if so, then
No, they're Decaneth.
They're the ones who create all the Magitech.
Yeah. Well, Orion creates like the lightning rails and so they're making House Caneth is the mark of making.
Okay.
And Orion is mark of passage. You guys are.
So did one of the kobolds step in the ink?
Yeah, but they're like it's raining outside, so.
Okay.
Handling. You guys are mark of handling. Is it house? No, it's not. You guys are like the Manticore or something, right?
Who, me? I'm Dragon Mark.
You're not. You're not Dragon Mark, but I thought there was.
Well, she wants to have a dragon mark, and she got mad that she didn't. So,
yeah.
I'm looking through my notes. I don't think.
Oh yeah, mark of finding. Sorry, Tharask. So, Tharshk. How do we play that? Tharshk. Tharask.
Okay.
Tharask. Yeah, Tharask. They're the half orcs or humanoids. Yeah. Okay. It's been some time. Eberron.
I mean,
okay.
I don't have tracking or anything like that, so I basically can steal things, and I'm very charismatic.
Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, she kind of looks around and says, "Well, it looks like they didn't take any of the gold." I don't know. I guess we're done here.
Well, do you remember which stone you transcribed it from?
Well, she points to her sending stone. I mean, I guess I could send a message back.
Just say
what happened.
Just ask if they can resend the message. Don't tell them it was stolen. Just, can they please resend the message?
Well, yes, I guess that's what I should do.
So you don't know what happened. The message isn't there. Can they resend the message? You remember it was coming from them, and then the message is no longer visible. I'm sure that they'll
Well,
send it
yeah.
again.
Okay.
And I'll give her a couple of coins to thank her for that.
All right.
Because I have 695 gold pieces. I think I can give her 2 gold pieces. I can be.
Oh, well, she appreciates it. Well, I should be paying you. You're the ones that healed me.
You have a thankless job in this big city.
All right. Yeah, Knuckles, you hear like something outside as she kind of sends that message.
I will go
Maybe a few minutes later.
take a look.
All right. Well, the rain seems
Quietly take a look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The rain seems to have slacked off as you walk away. You want to like do stealth or something?
Yeah. I can.
Okay. Okay. Cool. The rain seems to slack off as you walk away from the message station. Around the tower, I mean, there's a bunch of people are like milling about. It's a gang of children splashing in puddles, laughing. A merchant pushes an empty cart. There's a guard of the Shard Watch looks the crowd over, but apparently these kobolds must be sneaky because the watch didn't respond to this. Suddenly, you see a blur of feathers that rockets towards you out of the cloud-filled sky. It's a giant owl. It circles, and then it circling around the message center.
I don't know that I can speak to animals. Let me see. Yeah, I have a 0 in nature.
So
but I have
the
2 in
kobolds.
animal
Are the kobolds just? Are they kind of hiding? Are they spying on us? What were they doing out there?
You don't see any kobolds.
Oh.
You just see a giant owl flying around, and now it's circling around the message center.
Okay.
And the message hasn't come through yet, right?
No.
Can I turn invisible and... Well, maybe that doesn't... I can't turn invisible and then go talk to the owl. I was thinking maybe I could go out and talk to the owl. Like use... The owl's not a humanoid, right?
No. I mean, you can go out and wave to the owl.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still hiding, Knuckles?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the owl like flies around. Looks like it's about to fly away. I guess you glance outside.
Yeah.
Arween, and see it. So you go outside and wave. It actually drops it kind of tips the satchel that it's carrying in its talons, and it drops. Sorry, I should have told you. It had a satchel in its talons, Knuckles.
You're a wizard. Arthur.
Yeah, I know. And it drops a scroll case at your
Invited
feet.
to Hogwarts.
Yeah. It drops a scroll case at your feet, and then it flies off.
Okay. I'll take it.
And then you hear the House Civis no messenger say, they don't want to send it. They don't trust us, the sending stone anymore.
Okay.
I didn't get the first message. I guess they're sending it by another means.
I think it just arrived.
Okay.
No problems. You've worked hard. The 2 gold are yours to keep. I appreciate your help. Maybe the 2 gold will help you pay somebody to put your shop back in order.
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming I'll read the note.
All right. So I'll show you the note. So it's on waterproof ink as the rain drizzles down and it doesn't smear. It says, adventurers, the normal means of communication seems to have been compromised. So I have sent this special messenger to personally find you and deliver this letter. maybe she's confusing you guys because it says, "You served me once before, and now I need your help again. Time is short. I feel that our enemies have discovered me and are closing in. Meet me at the Broken Anvil Tavern,
Okay.
where we first discovered heirlooms and job opportunities. Act quickly, or I believe that we are in terrible danger." You don't recall any of this, but
That's fine. Off we go. I know that
It just so happens we hang out at the Broken Anvil all the time.
Yes.
yeah, I know.
It's like
This
our
is true.
central perk.
Right?
It's our little place to hang out.
Yep. All right, so the Broken Anvil is located in the Mason's Tower, carved into the bend in the tower wall inside. Oh, yeah, I guess I should switch you over. It's a Broken Anvil.
There it is. Home away from home. It's looking cleaner than the last time we were here.
And of course, this thing shifted also.
It's fine.
I don't know why the maps have shifted.
It's fine. I see booths and pool table, bar.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
It's not fine. It also reset some of the...
Knuckles, look, they still have your food on the plate.
Yeah. It didn't reset all of the hidden to reveal stuff.
Then I will pause it. So our people
No.
don't remember all this.
So here's the Broken Anvil. Inside ever-bright lanterns at either end of the room provide flickering illumination. A round table. All the round tables are set near the entrances. Like these are like hidden, like special curtained rooms. I guess that those red things are like curtains.
Mm-hmm.
You go through. There's like special booths or whatever, but there's only like one customer, a woman in a worn brown cloak.
Okay.
And because this is like a film noir scene, so she's black and white, and everything is suddenly black and white.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she looks like. Yeah.
I will walk over and take a seat.
She sits at the table at the far end of the room. As you enter, she raises a hand as if to cast a spell, but then stops and pulls back her hood. Despite her disheveled hair and dirt that cover her face, she goes, "I am Eladrin de Cannith."
I gathered that.
I've been in the shadows, and I hired you to go visit the underdepths of Sharn, through House Orion, of course.
So how can we be of assistance?
She says, let me see what that guy's name was. That guy's name from the Mithril Tower, dude. I'm Alden de Orion's friend. It was wonderful what you did for his son. I'm in need of assistance. My former companions have met with foul ends, and perhaps you are more suited to this task.
What task might that be?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like she says she's a noble person, but normally they'd be like in finery and expensive jewelry, but today she's like in a traveler's outfit, and you would notice probably, well, both of you have dealt with these with house factors before, and she's not even wearing her signet ring. So the matronly innkeeper emerges from the kitchen, and then Eladrin just kind of dismisses her, almost with an imperious wave of her hand. And she looks at you and calls you, and as you go over, which is the woman looks at you like you guys like, huh? Because you guys are here all the time and stuff. But then she says, quickly. Thank Eladra that you're here. We have no time to waste. She lifts a heavy, seems heavy in her hands, leather backpack off the floor and places it on the table. The leather is worn, but it's bright. Brass fittings are still bright. It appears light, almost empty. There's no time to explain, she says. Her fear-filled eyes are darting from you to the door and back again. Instructions, gold, and supplies are in this pack. Take it and go. The letter in the left-hand pocket explains everything, but you must go now. Trust me, if you can accomplish this task, the reward will be vast. So if both of you guys could make a perception check.
Well, Arvine wants to ask her where her signet ring is. I'm not having any perception. Unless we're using passive perception, then it's a 12.
12? That's a 12? Okay, let me check.
Well, that's rolling perception. I have no perception.
Your passive perception is a 12. That's fine. That's what
theoretically, you're not supposed to be able to do worse than your passive perception. But
okay, that's fine.
But that's what it is. I only have 2 in perception, so every time you roll perception, it always comes up less than 12, except for rare occasions.
The way they've explained it, the designers explained it is you just roll to see if you can get higher than your passive, but you always at least get your passive.
Okay,
I know it doesn't really say it in the rule book that clearly, but that was their intention.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see this other guy.
Which is good. I like that.
That's good. That's helpful.
Because I have half a chance of succeeding. Bless you. Alrighty. So.
All right. So, well, that's
my question is.
Yeah. Well, she'll answer your question.
No.
She says,
I'm not asking her a question. I'm asking you as the GM a question.
Okay.
I have a spell where I can cast invisibility. Does that go with anything that's on my person when I cast the spell that it goes invisible?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know. That's my newish spell.
Okay. So the door bursts open, and 4 kobolds burst in here. One jumps on the table. And there's someone behind them, some shadowy figure behind them.
Well, Arween is going to put the backpack on and her shawl over it.
Okay.
Hoping that these things didn't recognize that she has it.
Well, we're going to roll initiative here in a sec. I'm going to check something first. Oh, there you go. Oh. That's cool. All right, so let's roll initiative. I'll open the thing. But sorry, let me... Shit. Of course it's...
I got a 13.
I haven't. Yeah, I know I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just remove... Knuckles got a 14.
Mm-hmm. It's on the turn order.
Yeah, I know. I'm just deleting the other ones.
Oh, there weren't any other ones.
Yep.
Knuckles is more intuitive than I am. Because I believe it's higher is better, right?
Yes, higher is better.
Yep.
Yeah. Why did I do that? That's the only thing. Roll20. I of all the years I've played Roll20, I always keep doing this. Like I always keep closing the character sheets of the enemies all the time. All right. Well, they burst in. You recognize. Oh, interesting. Give me what is the equivalent of society roll, BJ, in this game? History?
Probably history, yeah.
Yeah, give me a history roll.
I have a 0 in history. But I got a 20.
Oh, that's great. Arwin, you recognize
20.
Yeah.
0.
You don't recognize them, Knuckles. Maybe your memory core was jostled. But anyway, so Arwin, you recognize the Warforged as the notorious operative of someone called the Lord of Blades named Cutlass.
Okay.
All right. Knuckles, you get to go first.
Okay.
They have hostile intent. The
Okay.
kobolds are armed with slings and daggers, and Cutlass is armed with. He has an arm blade and he has a javelin.
Okay. I will. Come here. And let's see, I can do. Let's see, martial arts. That is. Dexterity roll D4 in place. When you use an attack with an unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike so I get. Yeah, I come right here.
Okay.
And attack this guy first.
All right. You can see their bars, right? But you can't see their hit points.
Yep. No, I can't see their bars.
We don't see
Can't
their
see
bars. But we'll get to that. Don't worry. We can just.
Okay. Okay. Go. BJ.
He did 11
Okay.
unarmed.
11 is a miss.
Okay, well then I can hit twice.
That is a hit.
Okay.
So that the damage.
I'll roll the damage.
Yep. All right.
9 piercing.
You stab at that kobold, pin him to the wall.
And let's see.
Now you can see the bars, right? Or some of them, not all of them yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
You got anything else?
That's it. Yep.
Okay. Arween.
Okay, as my
You can grab that backpack as part of a move. That's not a problem.
as my free action before I do that, I want to put a hex on Cutlass,
Okay.
and then I want to.
Can you click it for me? Do I have to roll a saving throw for him? Or?
It's just a hex. But hold on. Get over here. If I remember correctly, I don't think you do anything. You place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Also, choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on any ability checks made with that chosen ability.
All right.
So I think the chosen ability.
I think I get a save, right? The spell DC save. That looks like it.
I don't see that. Well,
It says spell save DC. Yeah. Okay. Is that right? Or is it automatic? I don't know. I don't remember.
I put it
It's
over
been too
here.
long. Yeah, I know.
I think the spell save is to read.
I think it automatically puts that on every spell.
Because I can move it if the person dies.
Let me check real quick. Is hex, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a spell or a class ability?
It's a bonus action. So spells, it says.
It's a spell.
Classes warlock.
You place a curse on an rage until the spell ends. You deal.
Nope, I don't think there's a saving throw.
No.
There is not a saving throw.
Nice.
No.
Okay.
Because the saving throw or attack roll will come in with whatever damaging effect you try to put on them.
Yep.
Well, he's a warlock, right? So, BJ, what skill does a warlock use the most?
He's a warlock.
Oh, he doesn't look like a warlock. He's a warforged.
Oh, he's a warforged?
Yeah.
But what skill does a warforged use most?
It probably depends on what
He's got a javelin he's going to throw, so you can use
Most
it
likely
as a
strength.
Okay, then I'll put it on strength.
Okay. All right. So that'd be his like fighting stuff, likely.
It's at disadvantage anytime he rolls it.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'll go up there, and then I want to cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. That is a hit.
Damage. 9.
9. Does that add the D10 plus 5 plus an extra D6?
Yeah, I have to get over here. Extra 6.
So 15 points of damage. Jeez.
An attack
Ouch.
roll is not considered an ability check.
The what?
An attack roll is not considered an ability check.
So if you try to like use athletics and stuff.
A skill or a saving throw would be an ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, you tagged him pretty good.
Yeah, you tagged him pretty good.
Well, I mean, if he's going to throw a javelin, that's why I was trying to figure out what skill I should put that on.
Well, he won't get it with that, but you won't get it with attacks. But you know, if he tries to like jump or run away or something, he's going to get a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You know, anything with strength. Okay.
And just as a refresher, if he hits 0 hit points before the spell ends for me, which is 1 hour, I can move it to another creature, and they don't get a save.
Yeah, I see that. Cool. All right, okay. He's gonna go. He's gonna throw a javelin at Lady Decaneth.
Let's see. I don't have a reaction for that.
But remember, he's at a disadvantage.
No.
Well, because I put it on strength.
But it's an attack. It doesn't apply to attack rolls. It applies to like if he wants to like jump over these guys or something. With athletics. All right. Well, he hits her.
Come on.
18. 6.
Oh, I'm 4th level, so my spell lasts 8 hours, by the way.
Oh, gee. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So he throws that javelin. I mean, if you wanted, did you want it? Oh, you don't have a reaction. Any reactions left, do you?
Me?
No, BJ's character. You're muted, or we can't hear you, BJ. You're muted.
I don't have an ability that lets me use my reaction to do anything in particular in this case.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could use you could dive in front of it if you wanted to. You take the hit though. 18 probably hits you, right?
It would, but it would trigger deflect missiles.
Oh yeah, just do it. That's fine. This is a.
All right.
Oh, can you only do that if they target you?
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. How about you make an athletics check against that? It's kind of hard against that 18, and then if you make it. Never mind.
Well.
You tried. That's cool.
We tried.
That's cool. You tried. She saw you trying. She gets tagged.
Why wouldn't she go under the table, silly girl?
Well, because she doesn't go yet.
I know. Just saying, silly girl.
She's probably gonna go under the table now.
She actually doesn't have a spot on the turn order at all.
Oh, I should give her one then.
Because if she gets higher than Cutlass, then I guess she could have gotten under the table on her turn.
Why is it not? It's not letting me add her to others. Add turn. Right.
No, she's still in the same position. That's okay.
That's okay. Yep. Well, she gets hit.
Yep.
All right. Okay. The kobolds go. 2 are going to go after you, big guy, and 1 is going to go after Arween.
Good luck.
against. This is the first one against. Actually, Arween, this guy's gonna stay on the table. Sorry, my bad. He's gonna.
What is the dodge in this game? Or
It's just your armor class. Your armor class.
Okay.
All right, so these I'll do the ones in melee first.
Okay.
BJ. 14. Oh, they get the first one's a 14. The second one will get advantage.
Miss.
Yeah, the 14's a miss. The second one gets advantage because of their pack tactics. The guy that moved in. This is with advantage. 16.
All right.
That's a hit.
Okay, so only one of them hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the first one is a hit with that 19.
No. He doesn't get the first guy doesn't get
14.
advantage because
14
it was like
16.
Yeah, I should have. They were like this, right? So the first guy attacks. Okay. He gets a 14. He doesn't get advantage. So the second guy moves in.
Should have waited for his buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't hit me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's all right. And then this last guy's going to just he's going to throw a rocket at Arween for tempting. 8 is a miss.
No, she's armor class 18.
Yeah. Okay. He does not get advantage, even though he's standing on the table acting all furious. Okay. And guess what? You must have yelled, "Get under the table!" So she gets under the table.
Yes.
She hides under the table and starts pulling something out of her traveling cloak. I guess. Can you?
Okay, you set me up perfectly. If this works,
right.
by hexing him.
Cutlass.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna shift here.
Okay, I'll move the kobold out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
And I'm gonna go after him. Okay, so we're gonna do. First, I'm going to. Let's see. Unarmed strikes are considered adamantine weapons. Addition when you hit a creature. Okay, so we're going with our unarmed strikes here.
Ooh.
And I've got, because of that way of the whatever it is, the way of the living weapon, my knuckles actually grow. They like morph into these adamantine spikes, so they're piercing.
Oh wow! See, he has an arm blade. He has an arm blade too.
Yeah. Not for long.
So, but only one arm blade.
Doing the Wolverine thing, except their spikes. They're not slashing. They're piercing.
Cool.
Okay, first one. Here we go.
Ouch! Get hit. That's a hit.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a key point, and he has to make a strength saving throw.
At a disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yes. And if he fails,
he fails. 19. 8 is a fail.
He takes 2d6 additional
damage. Can you see my rolls? Can you see my rolls?
No.
No.
But you tell us. That's fine.
So he takes. Oh, okay. Sorry.
6 points. He fails.
Okay, so from the strike he takes 9, and they take 6 additional for failing that saving throw. So for a total of 15.
Dang.
And let's see.
I guess he tries to spin out of the way.
Yeah. Additional damage, piercing damage, and it's pushed up to 15 away. So I just punch him in the chest, and he goes flying back out the door.
So do another. I guess it'd be a D6 and a D2. It'd be a D8 damage, I guess.
Is he unalived?
Well, so do another D8 damage, and you smash him for the knockback. Knocks him back 15 feet.
And then I'm going to spend another key point to do flurry of blows, and I'm going to kick this kobold and see if I can kick both of these kobolds with a roundhouse.
Okay.
So here goes the first one.
That's a miss.
No.
Carl, is he unalived now, Cutlass?
Yeah, he's knocked on the ground, so it doesn't look like he's getting up.
Then my curse would automatically move to the next one close.
Probably this one here. Or the closest one?
Well, the one that was attacking me. Closest one to me that I could see.
This guy here?
Because remember, these two were not in my viewpoint. Yeah, so it moves to him.
Yeah, the guy. Okay.
But I guess I do 5 points to him with a kick.
All right. You knock him down. He falls to the ground.
Even though he attacks us, I spin around and looking at this guy, and I'm like, I just
It doesn't look like
you
Cutlass
are
is
small.
up.
You are small and weak. You should surrender immediately.
Yeah. So you smash him through the doors, right? And he's just like lying. He's like lying there, in the rain, in a puddle of
Like the end of
water.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So that your hex shifts to this guy here, by the way.
Correct. And I want to move up here. So I'm kind of in between the two of them.
Okay. You're not going to just Eldritch Blast him?
Well, I can, but I was trying to get to... Anyways, I was trying to get in between them, but not like directly in between them. So I can use my Eldritch Blast, because now I see him, so if this one gets knocked out, it automatically goes over to him.
Yeah, you can see him from here too. I mean,
okay.
From where you were standing, you could see them both. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So Eldritch.
You don't have to move. You don't want to, or if you want it to be dramatic, you can jump on the bar here.
19.
That's a hit. That's a hit. And the extra D6.
Yeah. He's gonna have a bad day. They should have stayed home.
They should have stayed home.
I only got one, so 7
Ah,
points.
it's okay. He's still unalive.
So now he's got...
It switches to this guy. Wow. Okay.
Because it keeps this up for 8 hours, and then
if he tries to run, I get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, you guys like did max. You both did like max damage almost on this guy. Like, you didn't have a chance. It's great. Okay. He's done. The kobold. Yeah, I'm gonna see if he's gonna run away.
Arwene's gonna ask him, I'll remove the curse from you if you tell me who sent you.
Right. 12. What's your strength, Knuckles? Your strength bonus?
My strength bonus is +1. I'm more of a dex guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that...
Yeah.
What's your... sorry, it's better? What's your proficiency bonus? That'd be a better measure.
2.
2, okay. He's going to stay and fight. He's not run away.
Arwene's going to shake her head and say,
wow,
poor choice. Because if he breaks out of this, then I can Eldritch Blast him, or Knuckles can attack him, right? Because he's in melee.
Yeah. Well, this should show the attack. Yeah. I don't know why it's not showing the attack.
He can disengage and try to run, but...
Yep. Nope, he's going to fight.
He is not the smartest creature.
That's a hit. 23 is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the damage.
For 1?
6 points of damage on Knuckles.
But what did he attack with?
A dagger.
Dagger. So that doesn't strike any of Knuckles' little things, does it?
No.
No, he's a good advantage.
No, but I got a 23, the first one. I rolled a 19 on the dice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ouch.
Yep. So 6 points of damage. All right. What is she gonna do? She's not further injured. She
healed?
Yeah, she took a potion of healing. Is what, 2d6 in this game? 2d4, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2d4.
All right. So she downs a potion of healing. Okay, and she still keeps hitting. And
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, yeah, so she's healed. All right. Knuckles, you're up.
All right, he asked for it.
Arwene's just going to shake her head.
He certainly did. Yeah, he's done. Okay.
Knuckles says, "Excuse me," and he walks out the door and grabs this guy by the ankle and drags him back into the middle of the room.
Yeah.
All right.
Because Arwene was going to go out and do the same thing.
We can examine him.
Yeah, we definitely want want to know what's going on.
Loot the bodies.
Yep.
Well, absolutely. But she wants to see if he's holding the message that was stolen too.
Yeah. Well, I guess he shot her with a crossbow, just to amend that. But he has a
I
light
should use my
crossbow.
spear.
He has a light crossbow, traveling cloak, a backpack, and it's a nice looking longsword. You can detach it.
Okay. I can't use it, but
Long sword. Yeah. Is it better than what I have?
I don't know what kind of longsword do you have?
The pointy kind. I have a one-handed and a two-handed. So one of mine is 1d8 plus 5.
Well, it's the same. It's probably the same.
Okay. Because the other one is 1d10 slashing.
All right. Well, you can't be healed with like healing potions, can you, Knuckles?
No, he has that oil or whatever.
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
You can? I can.
Okay. Yeah, she hands you a she hands you a healing potion. Lady Eldrin.
Can I go through his backpack?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't say he has anything in his backpack.
Well, you said he's carrying a backpack.
I know. In original Eberron, Warforged only got got half healing from.
He got
but artificers had spells that would fully.
Yeah. What, Carl?
He got blasted so quickly he didn't get to hurl his insults.
Well, too bad for him.
Yeah, too bad for him. Okay.
Arween will go back over here and ask her, "Are you okay? In need of?"
Yes, she goes. She says, "More of these assassins might show up at any moment. All the information you need is in the left pocket of the backpack. Take it and go. Get out of here. Get out of the city as quickly as you can."
I already have it on my backpack.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Just making sure you're fine.
So she grabs a dagger from one of the kobolds and takes off.
Okay.
But she did hand you a potion, though, Knuckles.
Thank you.
All right. The kobolds have some coin on them. I guess the proprietor comes out, and she's like, "Is everything all right?"
Oh, everything's fine. These guys just trying to start a bar fight that we stopped. No problems at all.
You have like detect magic, Amy?
Me?
Your character, yeah.
I don't know. Not this particular character. I do in One Ring. I have shape-changing, cursing, false identity, invocations, 3 invocations, fey touch. Where would I look for that?
Under the spells?
I have Eldritch Blast, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Charm Person, Hex, Glare, Comprehend Languages, Invisibility, Hold Person, Misty Step.
Okay.
Because I'm not a mage. Warlock.
Yep. Okay.
Why is there more magic around that I'm supposed to be detecting?
I guess, yeah, but you don't.
So my idea is we send a note to Onyx to come pick us up in the Skyforge, and I guess you could say make haste.
Yeah. All right.
And the money that's on the kobolds, I'm assuming it's not much. Is it not much, Carl? The money that was on the kobolds?
Oh, the money. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Treasure is not. There's not treasure is weird in this game now, right? Or in D&D.
Because my theory was we would just not. We'd loot the bodies, but then leave the coin for the proprietor because they're going to have to get rid of the bodies.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Is that okay with you, Knuckles?
Yep.
Okay.
So if you were comparing BJ, if you're comparing 3.5 and 5e, the the amount of money, is there a factor that you would divide by from
I
3.5?
think I think it's pretty comparable.
Okay. All right.
I mean, once they got rid of domain building, everybody's filthy rich by fifth or sixth level anyway.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess conceit is that you really can't go to magic shops anymore, but you still have a lot
Yeah.
of money. Okay.
Although
That's
in
cool.
Eberron, you should be able to. I mean, that's part of Eberron.
That's part of Eberron, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, magic shops?
Yeah.
Because as a warlock, I can't buy a spell, right,
Mhm.
Carl?
What's that?
As a warlock, can I go buy a spell?
You want to go look for someone to pay them to check out your stuff?
The
No.
warlocks just don't know the spells they know. I mean, you could buy a scroll to have a spare if someone would do it for you, but
Yeah.
Because I was thinking if I could go buy a spell for detect magic, then I could get it. But I think it's one of those things I just have to wait till I level up.
Mhm. Okay.
All right. Just I don't want to linger too long. Because if she's told us something's coming, then something's most likely coming.
All right. Well, when you find you can probably find Onyx at like the house. Well, you guys don't know yet where you're going, I guess.
No, because I didn't want to open that backpack or call attention to it until we were on the airship. But usually we could, send a message or something.
Okay.
Because I'm
All right.
assuming he would have told us where he was going, so
That's fine.
could pay a couple pennies to a kid to run a message to him.
Switch back to the Sharn skyscape.
We're just waiting for Onyx to show up, and then we'll pop on.
Yep. So there's Onyx, and we had a skyship, but it disappeared.
You took it off
But-
because it wouldn't go away. But that's okay. We know we're on the sky ship. There it is.
Okay, there it is.
Once we're on the sky ship and we're leveled up in the air and we're just holding where I don't think we can be seen, we can look in the pocket. Look through the bag.
Okay, so you look at that letter first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you disagree, BJ. I just was trying not to call attention.
no, that's fine. I think that's okay.
Yeah. All right.
I should have spent a hit dice instead of drinking that potion. I should have just put the potion in my pocket.
Oh well. Yeah, you would you if you'd rather do that, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right, so here's the letter first.
Okay.
You see it?
Yep.
All right.
I should not have been able to, because of my con, that's why.
The objects that you've recovered beneath Sharn are schema. They're pieces of a pattern used to create items, both mundane and magical. I've learned that another schema connected to these patterns was being studied in the secret Cannith workshop in Sire called Whitehearth. I wonder if this research is tied to the Day of Mourning. Parts of my own house seek this pattern for evil purposes, and I do not know whom to trust. So I turn to you. I need you to travel to Sire, find the workshop, and recover the second schema. The location of the workshop was closely guarded secret, lost when the patriarch of House Cannith died in the destruction of Sire. You must travel to the House Cannith outpost in the town of Rose Quarry in Dargoon to recover the record of all of Cannith's hidden workshops. In Rukon Drawl, the capital, which is the capital of Dargoon, find a man named Phelan in the Bloody Market. He can provide you with transport to the Rose Quarry. From there, travel to the Moorland to find Whitehearth and the second schema.
Okay.
It is an adamantine plate in the shape of a diamond, about the size of a human's palm. Once you've retrieved it, return to Rukendral, where I will meet you. Succeed, and I will see to it that you're rewarded for your courage. Lady E.
Okay. I will definitely pocket that letter in case we need to reference it later.
Yep. And then as you take a look through the backpack, there's a lot of stuff. It's actually like one of those haversacks of plenty. It's a handy haversack.
Wow.
Handy haversack.
Yeah, kind of like a bag of holding. Yeah.
I
so
like
it
that.
Has all this. It has all this stuff. You see.
So we have to go to Rose Quarry first.
Oh, right. And Everbright Lantern. That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that too for us to reference. Holy water, cure light wounds.
A lot of money.
A rod of blue metal. Yeah.
There's also a letter credit. Clearly, she doesn't know that you guys have a sky coach.
Well, we sort of commandeered that one.
Yeah.
They haven't asked for it back, so I think they're okay with it.
Filed off the VIN number.
We're just kind of left with it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right.
So I don't know how to. Unfortunately, I was trying to make it get the text of that, but I couldn't get the text of that from the,
That's
from
okay.
the PDF.
It's fine. We know what's
So-
in there.
So Dargoon.
So we have to go to Rose Quarry and Dargoon, right?
Yep.
All right.
Dargoon is. I'm going to show you the. I'm going to switch to the world map or the continent map. No. You guys are back in Sharn. You're back here in Sharn, but if you can you see the you can see like the names of the nations, right?
Yeah. King's Forest, Silgargo,
Yeah.
Galen,
Yeah.
Drum.
Yeah, so Dargoon is over here. Yep. So it's a nation run by kobolds. Or not kobolds, hobgoblins. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Goblins.
Yeah, goblins, yeah. But hobgoblins, goblins, and I guess, well, they're bugbear thugs.
It's no problem.
Okay. All right, so you fly. I forgot how far this was. And I know it flew like it's not very fast. It's like a slow boat. So all right. So I think they'll put down in the King's Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And then Onyx has to recharge. Yes, does he have? Can artificers take a look at stuff like magic stuffs?
I don't know.
They should be able to.
I think I have this guy.
Onyx is a magic.
He's an artificer. Yeah, he's an artificer.
I think he comes from the same group as I do, right? The Dragon Mark area.
No, I thought he was
We have something in
the.
common.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is them. He's a house agent, so maybe was he?
Yeah, I thought we decided he was a house agent of the house that I grew up in.
Okay, that's cool.
I thought that was his backstory.
Oh, he does have detect magic. So the longsword that you pulled off the Warforged
Okay.
is magical.
So does that make it better than mine?
Well, I mean, I guess it's a longsword +1, so one better.
So should I use that instead?
Yeah. Oh, he has cure wounds. Wow.
So instead of a long sword one-handed with +7, it would be +8.
Yeah.
Okay, so oops, I didn't mean to roll. I didn't mean to roll that. I was trying to hit the cog wheel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
And is there anything else that's interesting?
so +1. Is there any additional things to damage?
Yeah, it's also +1 damage.
Okay.
All right. So it's turn. You have 3 more potions of healing in there.
Cool.
And that tiny rod of blue metal is also magical.
What is that?
He thinks it's a key charm.
What do we do with a key charm?
I don't know. It's supposed to open something somewhere.
So it's just a key.
Yeah, it's a key.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Cool. All right. I gotta. Oh, I wonder.
Sorry, I did not mean to roll that longsword. I was fixing the cog wheel.
That's fine. I think I have bookmarks. Nope. That had bookmarks for like a.
Okay. So we're taking the sky coach to over here.
Yeah.
To
I guess you're gonna
Dargoon.
I guess you're gonna take it to Dargoon.
Before we take off, is there anything we can do to upgrade it so it's, I don't know, stealthy? Or has cannons? Or what can we do with our sky coach to make it better before we head over there?
Don't know.
Because I am assuming if I am in the sky coach and cast invisibility on me, that does not cover that. Just me.
No,
So
it does not.
No, just you.
Yeah, I know that.
Just you.
Just me and whatever I'm holding. So,
Right.
I mean, it'd be cool if we could upgrade our little sky ship a bit. Because I'm assuming we're kind of sitting in a port right at the moment, right?
I mean, I thought you were leaving, but that's fine.
So maybe we should, while we look that up, take a quick break.
Yep.
All
Take a quick
right.
break.
All right, I'm going to hit the pause. And our viewers will be right back.
All right.
You can hit that thumbs up while we're gone.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I had already moved you like after a day's travel, but you wanted to do some stuff in the city before you go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could buy, like a ballista or something to put on.
A ballista, or is there armor, or?
I don't know. Armor would slow it down even more. It's not very fast anyway. I think it moves like 10 miles. It's a pretty slow. It's because it's like a sky coach. It's not like a sky ship, so it doesn't move super fast.
Basically, the gondolas and the house in Venice.
Yeah.
This is just a flying version of that.
Right. So, I mean, it's not very fast. We learned that. So,
But we're working towards making it an airship. So, I mean, if there's a gondola that we could put on it and get some weapons for it, that would work. And then I think Knuckles wanted to ask around for some advice as to where to leave us to get towards the capital, where would be the safest.
Yeah, like what's our safest bet for trying to get to the capital of Dargoon? I would imagine going to Sterngate. We're pretty safe up to that point, and then we have to deal with whatever. Yeah. What are the travel advisories for Dargoon?
Do we need our passports?
That was annoying.
It's just meant to be funny.
But I didn't hear anything at all. So hopefully you didn't get. I had a connection glitch.
No.
Oh, I said, what are the travel advisories for entering Dargoon? What do we need to know ahead of time?
What do you need to know ahead of time?
And I asked if we needed.
Surely we could ask around.
I was just asking if we needed our passports, Carl.
Oh, that's funny. It's Dargoon. What would you know about Dargoon?
That there's 2 U's in between the G and the N. That's what I know about Dargoon.
The capital is Rukendral. It's populated by goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears. So in ages past, hobgoblins and other goblins controlled this continent.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was, over 1,000 years ago, a goblin nation rose and fell. The greatest was the old empire of Dakan. Dargoon, though, is carved from what was once the southwesternmost borderlands of Sire. And let's see. So effectively, what happened is like the.
So could Brandy have given us letters or papers so that we could travel in to the capital city?
Probably not. We don't know who Brandy is. She's disappeared.
She's a bugbear, and was part of our group. Still is part of our group.
Right. So what happened though is the Lord Kale of House Deneth led an expedition into the Seawall Mountains about 120 years ago, and to seek goblin recruits for his mercenary armies. So he won the trust of a lot of hobgoblin warriors and goblins, and returned to Breland with. They returned with them. These hobgoblins were kind of a novelty, and they became like employed as guards, and then they were recruited as an army, and eventually, though, after the day of mourning, after the day of mourning, the High Lord Haru of the Scarlet Blade kind of led these kobolds into this region and said, "This is a kingdom now." And yep, so they're recognized as a kingdom.
Oh, okay.
So most nations see the presence of Dargoon as a necessary evil, and yep.
So then it would not be advisable for us to land in the capital, or?
Yeah, so now we can roll a history to see if you know, like, what you might learn or know about it.
I know nothing.
Nope. Right. I just know the basics, like the basic history. Nope. You don't know.
Knuckles knows one more than I do.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it's a volatile nation.
Can I call on my criminal contact?
Oh yeah. Go for it. So I'll give you an advantage, I guess.
It says you have a reliable and trustworthy contact.
Okay.
Oh, it's mostly about finding criminal activity, though.
Oh, okay. Well, you could learn about power groups.
Okay. Here, I'll just roll again and treat that as the advantage roll then.
Yep. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So really, their only trade is soldiers. It's a very volatile nation. People suspect that if Lesh Haru were to fall, then it'd go to squabbling. Um, they're
And you said it's mostly hobgoblins, or
yes, hobgoblins and goblinoids. Three goblinoid tribes. They're multiracial. They all consist of goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears. Um, so there's the Rukan Tosh, the Razor Crown, the largest, most powerful clan. The Kek Sharat, which are the blade bearers, and they have a powerful artifact called the Blade. So I
Okay.
guess they have a powerful artifact in their position, and they're a large clan.
okay,
And then
so
there's the word bearers, which is kind of funny. They worship corn. No, I'm just kidding. The Kek the Kek Valar or the world bearers. BJ will get that, or anyone who okay. They're called the word bearers.
Blood for the blood god.
Yep.
so while we're floating along, can I use my shape shifting and change into a hobgoblin?
Yeah, for sure.
Hobgoblin or bugbear, whichever is more prevalent.
Yep. So then there's also the Kalkor, which is a Margul tribe consisting of bugbear clans, and they are mainly in the Seawall Mountains. Yep. So that's those mountains can be dangerous because Margul are not quite. Okay. So here we go. House Orion runs trade routes that connect Rukandral to Thrain and Breland. The roads are relatively safe for caravans and their Deneth guardians, but other travelers use the roads at their own risk. Anyone who intends to travel outside the capital city is advised to obtain a banner of safe passage from Lesharu authorities at the Royal Court. So, travelers are required to explain their need for the banner, and a fee is levied based on the purpose of their visit.
And what are we trying to get out of route?
You have to find the dude who can lead you into the Mournland.
Okay. Why don't we try to sign on with a caravan to
Okay.
get there? We go to Stargate and try to see if a caravan would take us on as
mercenaries,
guards or mercenaries or.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So take you. Let's see.
And I would be a hobgoblin. I think hobgoblin or a bugbear, which would make more sense. I don't know.
Probably a hobgoblin.
Okay, then I'll be a hobgoblin. Hobgoblinite.
So it's going to take you. How was that? Did we say you travel like 150 miles a day? I think something like that.
It'll take us a few days to get there.
Yeah, it's going to take you
unless there's
4 days to get there, but you can travel straight. That's the great thing.
Yeah,
more or less. Okay,
like Indiana Jones.
Yeah. This would be like. It was like
Nope.
da 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 da
no
da
copyright.
yeah, something like that. All right, so we got to roll. That's awesome. All right, so let's do.
Hey, they cite Indiana Jones as one of the major inspirations for Eberron.
It totally is. If you, hopefully, we'll. I mean, my original idea for this campaign was to get us to Zendrick because that's really fun. With these artifacts, but we'll see. We'll see how
and we will
it goes.
Someday.
Maybe we will. We'll see. This is an interesting adventure. It's actually anyway. We'll go there, and I'll probably modify things as we need. Anyway.
I'm
okay. So let's. I need
over here.
All right. So I need you guys to roll, a D6 for me.
Just a D6.
Yeah, the first one. I just go however many. So we'll just go back and forth. So technically, we're going to, okay, so 5, that's good. The first day is uneventful. The next day, BJ, as you pass near Fort Tansend, unless you want to stop at Fort Tansend.
Why wouldn't we go straight across?
You are. But, I mean, you want to try to avoid, questions, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can stop at Fort Tansend, but
Well, I was thinking, could we stop here and see if there was a caravan?
Yeah, that's. I think that means a rain.
Oh,
If I'm
well, then never mind.
mistaken.
Never mind. Keep going.
So, all right. So one. All right. So unless you can stop outside of there if you unless you want to visit that place.
Nah.
Do you want to visit Fort Tamsin or not?
Is it like a town?
I will find out. I'm using the Five Nations book in 3.5. Maybe they have notable places. Maybe they don't.
You know, it's really hard to find a proper fitting girdle as a hobgoblin, so I might have to get
Right.
it adjusted.
They definitely have Sterngate in here.
I mean, if we don't need to, we don't need to.
Yeah. What's it called? Fort Tansend.
Mm-hmm. That's the theory.
So I'm sure there's an Eberron wiki.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
It's a Breelish military installation on the border between Zalargo and Breland. There's really nothing else about it. It's supposed to be in the Five Nations book, but it doesn't. It's just on the map, I guess. All right. You can avoid it if you wish. You're trying to avoid anyone seeing you.
Yeah, it's probably best to avoid it.
Okay. It's uneventful. No military patrols or anything. Okay. So roll another d6.
Okay. 4.
Are you gonna try to camp in the Howling Peaks or like on the plains near Baron's Keep?
I don't care. Do you care, BJ, where we camp? I mean, I'm assuming we're just sleeping on the sky coach.
Yeah, or in and around the sky coach. So in the peaks or on the plain?
I would stay out on the plain, like
Okay.
Maybe kind of heading towards there.
Maybe in the.
Oh, I was having you guys go towards Sterngate, but if you're going to Zolenberg, that's fine too. I didn't know you were going that way.
Well, I was thinking, well, whatever this town is here.
Oh, so like from here to like here?
Yeah, and then we can go up to Sterngate.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd be like down. You'd be like camping in Zalargo.
Yeah.
That's a 300, 450. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, I guess. It's on this side of the mountains. Okay. All right. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, this is where all the gnomes come from.
Gnomey.
Yeah, and Zalargo is where the gnomes, so House Civis and stuff. Okay. Nice. All right. So yeah, when you guys are landed and camped, I guess you guys split the watches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Because that would make sense. So we're just hanging out.
No. Roll. So you guys roll two. So we did that one. Okay. So right. Knuckles, roll me a. Well, what's your passive perception?
15.
15. Interesting what they did here.
Are we still moving?
No, you're camped.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. All right. 15 is your passive perception. Okay, got it. Sorry. Setting this up. Okay. Yeah. Suddenly in camp, your watch is interrupted.
By what?
Your watch is interrupted, Knuckles. You're gonna watch in order.
Okay.
Give me. It's loading. It's loading. Yes. Perfect. Totally, you get
He's
it.
all the way up by like Bree, so he's not an issue.
Yeah, he's near Bree, so you know. Um, all right.
Is this late at night or?
Yeah, it's at night. All right. Yeah. Suddenly, your 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 watch is interrupted by a shuffling sound, and there are 8 shambling creatures. And of course, see, I did it again. I did. No, I didn't. Okay, I thought I did. But I didn't do it again. 8 shambling creatures wearing armor scraps, carrying broken or rusted short swords.
So they're spirits.
Some of them are gnomes, little gnome skeletons. Okay. All right.
Yell at everybody to wake up.
All right. So since you made it, let's roll initiative. Let me clear the initiative. Before you roll initiative, let me clear the initiative.
I'm not rolling initiative. I was looking to see because I have my devil's sight, so I can see normal and darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. That's all I was doing.
Nice.
Okay, so you want me to roll initiative now?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe we should I roll for Onyx? I'll roll for Onyx. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares. I would assume he's on the sky coach getting it ready to lift off.
Oh, I mean, well, he goes before Knuckles. Right. All right. Well, I mean, he's going to run to the sky. He's going to start getting it prepared if we want to lift off and get out of here.
I'm assuming, why would we have gotten off the sky coach? We're just landed, right?
I mean, don't you want to stretch your legs and walk around? And...
No, not if we're just passing time. Looking to see.
All right, what's your turn?
I know, I'm trying to see. It's 2 creatures. If I cast invisibility, then I can't cast anything else, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put my hex on the one that's closest to me that I can see.
Yeah, you could probably see all of them. What's the? Do you have dark vision, Knuckles?
No, I figured that I would have that
The
lantern.
lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the lantern's pretty good. Did you
So
see what it did? The Everlight lantern.
Is that list still somewhere on the
No, I saw it in the
what's in the
this.
backpack? Yeah, it's a ever bright lantern.
Yeah, it's actually in here.
well, I'm going to start that.
100. It's 60 feet bright light, 60 feet dim, 120-foot cone. So you could. So they're probably like at they're probably like at 60 feet right now.
Can
So you can
he
see them.
can he see this one? Cuz
Yeah, you can see them all. They're at 60 feet. You can see them all.
well, I can see them all cuz I can see
Yeah.
120, but I'm saying I'm going to cast the hex on this one,
Okay.
and then this one would be the next one over after that.
Okay.
So back over here and Eldritch Blast. 16
That is a hit.
and damage. And
Wow.
my extra d6.
It's done. Blam. All right.
And then it moves to this one.
Okay. All right. They close.
Back to back.
What do they do? They move. They kind of get up there, but they can't attack.
Wow, that one went further than anyone else.
Well, they surround. They all close and they surround you guys. Okay. All right, but they can't attack. They had a double move.
Okay. So Onyx can shoot one with the or he has powers too.
I think Onyx is going to do that.
He has like a blast or a bomby thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's a artificer, isn't he?
Yeah, he could use Thunder Wave. A 15-foot cone. Okay. So he's gonna 15-foot cone a couple guys. Is there a he's gonna should he so it's 2d8, and if he casts it at second level,
He should be 4th level.
yeah, he's 4th level. So does he have he's at 4th level, so how many
Says when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each slot level above 1st.
Yeah. So how many? I don't know what is. Unfortunately, Artificer. He's 4th level.
Mm-hmm.
I put this in the Eberron book, right?
Yeah.
Right. Artificer. And so how many? You can get like at least 2 of them, right? Looks like.
Yeah, you can get 2 of them if they're right up.
Yep.
If he wanted to, let's see. If he wanted to take the opportunity attack of opportunity from a couple of, he could actually step like back to right there, and he could get 3 of them.
Step where?
He could step right to right there.
And he get
these 3 probably.
Okay. Well, I guess he can risk it, right? Because
He's got pretty good armor. He's got like,
he's got a good
if I
armor.
remember right, he's got
It's
really
like
good armor.
AC good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have him do that. So I'll do the skeleton, and of course I did it. But there should be like a thing every time Carl closes the enemy attack sheet. We should have a drink or something.
Every time you do that, they have to hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below.
All right, so he's going to attack. They're going to attack him. So that's 2 attacks. First attack is a crit. Way to go, BJ. The second attack is probably a miss. 19, right? So, his armor class is 23. Wow. All right. Dang. Okay. Well, 1 hit and critted. So for 9 points of damage on Onyx.
But he's got a lot of hit points too, I think.
Yep. And then he's a 4th level.
Yes.
So he can cast. He only has 1st level spells still. Okay. So he's gonna get those 3 guys. So that's con. So it's a con check for those guys and 2d8 damage, and they're pushed 10 feet away. Okay. So con check. 1, 2, 3. It looks like 2 failed probably. And the other one I have to check.
The 15 is the DC.
Oh wow. Okay. So they all fail. So they all take 2d8 points of damage
and get pushed.
And get pushed back. Does that mean you get an attack on them?
No, you can't.
No.
You don't get an opportunity attack on forced movement against forced movement.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll 68 and then we'll take 2, 2, 2. So this one takes 6.
6, 12, and 7.
I dropped all my books. 6, 12, and 7, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Seven.
Good job, Onyx. I guess you can now get back on the skyship.
Yeah.
Get on, get off, get on, get off.
This one of them he almost took out, unfortunately. That one. You can see the bars now when I do that, right? So, And then the last one was 7, you said?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Knuckles.
Knuckles will, since these are skeletons, he's going to try to crunch them with the bludgeoning knuckles instead of his piercing knuckles.
Yep.
Going to start. Let's see if what we can do to this guy right here.
Oof.
10 points.
Oof.
On which one did you do? This one here?
One. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Is he still up?
Yes, he's still up.
Okay, I'm going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
And 16. Is that
That's
hit?
a hit. Yep.
For 6 more points.
On that same one? That one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was already unalive, so now it is.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Oh.
Well,
no, I mean, it was already unalived. It was already unalived because it's undead, but now it's destroyed.
All right, and then my third one, I'll go against this one here.
Okay. That's a hit.
5 points on that one.
Okay. All right. The Onyx. Before we go to Arween, Onyx, give me a perception. I'm gonna roll. I'll let you guys roll. His perception is a 5. So roll me a d20 plus 5. Someone.
16.
16. Okay.
What does he perceive?
I want to see if this. I think this one makes sense.
So do you want Arwing to go now, or are we waiting?
Yeah. Hold on. He. I'll just. Okay, that's fine. He says, "There's someone out there." That's what he says.
Yeah, there's multiple shambling bodies out here, Onyx.
No, someone's controlling him.
Where is he? Can he cast his detect magic to find out where he is?
Hold on. Yeah. How interesting. No, but that's all. He just sees someone out there. He can't do anything this round, but he just says that.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at this guy again.
Okay.
Well, he's my new target.
Yes. That's
18.
a hit. That is a hit. Okay, and your extra. Aw, that one's still alive.
That's all right. I'm sure he's hurting. Because I
Well,
don't think
they don't feel pain.
I don't think I get a bonus action, right?
No.
I think my only bonus action is to cast a spell. I think.
Okay.
Don't know.
Okay. Well, that was you. Okay, so skeletons go. All right, so this one is going to move up to Arween and attack.
Remember, if he's casting a spell or anything, he's at disadvantage.
Yep. AC 12 is a miss.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the 2 on Knuckles. First one, miss.
Okay.
Right, 9 and
Yep.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's going to move up to attack Knuckles. 16 is a miss still, right?
Yep.
Right. This one's going to move up to attack Onyx.
He can move 15 feet? Wow.
Well, they move like 30, so they can still move an attack. That's still a miss. A 20 is a miss, not a natural 20. And I guess that's why it's okay to have Onyx as an NPC, because he's just really get hit. That's a miss. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, now it's Onyx's turn, so you can blow them right back out.
Yeah, and you see, you guys see something like take off, like on one of those one of those pterodactyl thingies.
Where? Where do we see him?
Let me see if that makes sense. I mean, obviously it's not going to be miles and miles, but we could do a number of hexes, right? Like some about 100 feet away or so. Okay.
Trying to see how
Um,
far away my Eldritch Blast can reach.
Okay.
120
So-
feet.
Okay. Onyx is gonna smash probably.
I would tell Onyx to take that out before he worries about taking out the little scrambly creatures, you know?
It's firebolt. As far as firebolt. Well, I mean, can you cast? Is it a? It's not an attack of opportunity if you cast in, if you're being melee, right? Or how does that work? And
Ranged attacks are at a disadvantage, but since that's a save, then no, it just
no, so firebolt's a ranged attack, so that'd be a disadvantage. But he can magic missile them.
is firebolt a ranged attack? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay,
But he can magic missile.
yeah, magic missile
All right,
Just-
so he's gonna try to blast.
hits it.
Try to blast that guy with magic missile. Then it's not a bird, but that's just what I'm representing with it. Unless he wants to shoot the bird, or shoot the raptor or pterodactyl. You want me to shoot the pterodactyl or the rider?
The rider.
Yeah.
The rider. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this would be the representation of the hit points for the rider. Okay. So someone roll 3d4 plus 3.
3d4 plus 3.
Yep.
3d4
That's
plus 3. I think I did this right. 8.
8 points. Right. Not great.
No, that's a pretty crappy roll.
Injured him.
Didn't kill him.
Nope. Knuckles.
Okay. I'm gonna try to thin. Are these all within attack range of me?
What's that? Oh,
Are these
all
ones?
yeah. Yeah, you guys are all like bunched together. It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna try to attack the ones that are already hurt to thin the crowd out. So I'm gonna start with this guy right here.
Okay. That's a hit. That one's destroyed.
Okay, and I'm gonna go down to this guy right here.
That guy there. Okay.
If he kills him, then I would like my hex to switch to the rider over here.
Okay. Is there a range on that, or is it just the range of your spell?
My range of my spell is 120 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he hasn't gone yet.
And he needs to just be in sight of mine, and I can see him.
And then I'll go back to this guy right here for my third.
Okay. That's the hit. Nice.
All right, so the hex moves over.
Yeah, so the hex moves to this guy.
And then he's a magic user, most likely, or he's controlling these guys. So what spell would that be, do you think, BJ? So that I can put a disadvantage on him?
I don't know.
Well, if he's got I would put it on like agility, or sorry, on dex, because if he gets hit, he might have to try to stay on his mount.
Okay. Because that would put him at disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my original thought was to control them might be a constitution or a concentration spell, but
Yeah, but it well.
Yeah, if you put it on Constitution and he got hit, he might lose control of his concentration.
Oh, okay.
But
you want to try to do that?
I mean, these guys, I think we're
these guys are pretty
safe.
squishy.
They're not really doing. Yeah, we're doing good here.
Yeah, I'll stick it on Dex, and then I will Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
On my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Blam.
Dang.
13.
Yep.
No?
No, that's a hit. I mean, it's damage. But he's not quite done yet.
But he's hurting, and he's at disadvantage for... Because if I hit him, does he have to make a dex save to not fall off?
You want to dex or concentrate? Oh, dex, right?
Dex.
Concentration.
For dex.
Yeah, I'll make it because it's dramatic and it's fun. So yeah, I'll do.
Make it a
I'll
range slot. Okay, on a hit, the target takes 1d10 force damage. The spell creates more than one.
Falling damage might kill him.
Falling damage might kill him. Yeah. Okay. Or at least he'll be on the ground. You can track him down. Down. Right. Because I guess it barely took off. So. Yeah, I think that's.
He's at disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. I think that's gonna be a fail. Oh no, he made it. It's not that hard.
He rolled twice. And you took the lower.
Yeah, it's a 10, but plus his bonus. That's fine. He's still on. Right. The skeletons. There's one on Onyx. Wow, that's messed up. 10 points of damage on Onyx, dang.
But he can heal himself.
Yeah, he's got a cure. All right. The two on. Wow, hit, miss. And this one's at. This one you have you can attack this one with an advantage. He's off balance, but this one hits you. The first one hits you.
Okay.
BJ.
Okay.
Not a crit though. Which is good. That's cool that it does a crit though. 7 points of damage, piercing. Onyx. He might have to.
He can
You want
magic.
to risk?
I'd like him to magic missile again. That guy. Because if we kill him, then his control of these creatures go away.
Well, you still got to destroy them and start wandering around. They might be stunned for a round or whatever, but yeah. They'll follow the last directive. You want him to magic missile?
Yes, because he's at disadvantage.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, roll a 3d4 plus 3 again.
I rolled crappy last time, so.
BJ.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
He'll be out of spells after that, but that's enough that the guy falls from the mount, crashes to the ground.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. But he's out.
All right.
So what happens to the little zombie creatures?
I mean, they're still on their turn. I'll see if they might wander off, but we'll see. Who knows?
We can't have that.
Yeah, you can't have undead wandering around.
And
I'm gonna go after this first one. The first one.
Carl,
yeah.
My hex is gonna move to the one with the most hit points. Then
this one here.
I can't see the one that's in front of Onyx because it's behind me. But yeah,
Okay.
Does that one have the most hit points?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to help you out there, Knuckles.
We'll see. All right. So go ahead, Knuckles. You're gonna attack that one.
He's at disadvantage.
That's a
crit.
Yep.
Woohoo!
That's gonna move. Nice.
And now it'll move to the next one.
Well, it's not
8 points of damage.
8 points. Yeah.
But if it's a crit, doesn't it automatically get higher?
Yeah, he did. He did roll twice.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Did it not roll it as a crit damage? See.
It did.
It didn't roll the second die.
It did roll the d6. It rolled a
yeah.
d6. It rolled a 1 plus 4, and then another dice. Yeah, just you rolled a 1 on the first one.
1d6 plus 4.
Plus, yeah, it should be 2d6 plus 4. Right.
Huh.
And 5th edition,
Okay.
it did it right. You just rolled a 1.
Okay. Okay. I see what happened. All right. All right. Then with flurry of blows, I'll hit him again.
That's a hit.
That shouldn't have been with advantage, but it would have hit anyway. It's back to normal. Now
it's destroyed.
And then third attack will go against this guy.
And now that guy has disadvantage because it just keeps moving around.
That's a hit. Yeah, you can
Points
move
to that guy.
10 more points to that guy. He's destroyed.
To this guy right here. Yep.
Okay, so this one.
All right.
So now my hex moves one more time.
He well spent.
Yeah. To that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Is there just if it's in melee, is it disadvantage, or no? Or he just gets cover, but it might not matter. Okay, great. Go ahead. It's just normal.
Yeah, he's treated as
That's
cover.
That's still a hit. Yeah, it's still a hit.
Yeah.
It's destroyed, but you can get your extra d6.
17 points.
All right.
Now we can nap.
Yeah, when you go recover the body, you see that person has some interesting tattoos on him.
Okay.
Is he a gnome?
He's a gnome, but
why is he over here?
Well, you guys are in Zalargo, but he's a gnome. So you could roll history.
Oh, I suck at history, but we'll try.
If you have some sort of knowledge of a cult or something. Oh, okay, it's fine.
No,
you have no idea. You stupid gnomes. Anyway, hatred for Arween has a hatred for gnomes now. Stupid gnome necromancers. They're all so it looks like he's a member of the Order of the Emerald Claw.
He is a necromancer.
Yeah, like a necromancer
with a G.
Yeah,
because he's a gnome.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so I think we'll make it the next day to Sterngate, and we could probably stop there.
Okay.
After that, and I don't know if we want to do maybe milestone XP as opposed to regular XP because of the sporadic nature of playing this game, but I'm okay
with just regular XP.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay. So for this encounter, and does everyone get the XP? It's not divided, right?
I think you divide it by all the participants.
Okay, so 400
so for the first one.
So 400 divided by 3. Yeah, for this one 400. 500. Well, let's make it. Yeah, so 400, but that one guy would have been
400 plus.
Well, let's do maybe it's easier to do 480.
Okay.
So everyone, because 480 is divisible by 3, right?
Yeah, so it's 160.
Yeah, so 160 for this encounter.
Mm-hmm. And then the first one tonight.
And the first one is going to be what is this? Those guys were there. What, 4 of them? That's That's plus 100. Yeah, plus that guy.
Necromancer. Our cat
There
is
it is.
being very
There it is.
silly.
So far it's 100. So 300. So it's 150.
Another 150.
That's
So
just
we
divided
got
by 2.
310. We got 310 for the night.
And then you didn't let Eladrin the Kenneth get killed because that's a possibility.
No, we didn't.
So-
We didn't let her get killed. Is that what you
No,
said?
you did not. So that's
Oh.
another 50 each.
Okay.
You don't get for treasure or anything, do you?
No, just for the
So you don't get for the
Enemies
long sword or the
defeated.
treasure. Okay.
enemies defeated, and if you think
Alright.
there's any like story
Yeah. Well, we played
awards you want to throw in there, like
Sure, we played for a couple-
like
a couple hours, so probably 100 XP extra. So 50 per
So-
hour. For each
so
of you.
I've got us at 460 then.
Oh, I'm at 52.35 total. That's
Oh.
adding tonight to what I had.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
I don't know when we level up next. Is it every 2,000?
It might be like 6,000 for the next
I
level.
think it's
Okay.
6,500 for the next level for us.
Okay.
Okay.
But we're getting there.
Well, that's cool. Well, I mean, this is our sporadic game, but we have a mission, and I think I played Eberron before, just as we close out, and I had a fun medium length campaign way back on Hero Central, played by Post, where it was like an investigator and his sidekick. So it's like a half elf investigator and a sidekick who was one of those shifters, and that was kind of fun.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
So I think that like that kind of game works well in Eberron, and then you have your trusty chauffeur Onyx. He's like, pass me some of that potion. Pass me a potion or two. Well, he'll probably use like
Well,
Use your hit dice, dude.
he can
oh,
he can heal himself.
So what is that?
He's got like a spell where he can do that too.
no, but he's out of spells now. So use hit dice.
Yeah,
Use
they
a
come
couple.
back after
Yeah.
after resting. So
It's 2. Well, if he uses 2, that's 12 points. Probably use 1 more, right?
Or by the time we get up in the morning and he's rested, he probably gets some back. Do you guys get hit points back the way we do?
that's
too?
true. Your hit points go back to full after a long rest.
He goes, well, I guess we're gonna have to rest for a little bit.
That's fine.
Hopefully,
I can
Don't attract
fly.
more-
I can fly while we're resting.
can you? Can you?
I don't know. What's the harm in
Maybe.
trying? There's no harm in
Okay.
trying.
All right.
Well, thank
Well,
you. For...
I don't want you guys to attract any more the necromancers.
I think they're
necromancers.
The necromancers.
necromancy.
I'll say you make it to Sterngate, and we'll pick up in that interesting place there.
Well, thank you for playing, BJ.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, BJ, for this.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll continue Shadows of the Last War some other time.
And thanks for running.
All right,
in
cool.
Eberron. All right.
Sounds good. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Do you want to say it?
I just said the half of it.
And rolling.
Good night. Good rolling. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Don't forget to hit that
Happy Easter.
subscribe. Happy
Yep,
Easter.
we're playing this on Friday night before Easter. So.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Good Friday.
And we are stopped.